Modern women are the new victims of the loneliness epidemic. I knew men were going through it, but it seems like now, women, it's y'all's turn. Got a banger from the Cosmic Verse. Let's get straight into it.
My problem is I can be like, you know what? I want a little bit of male attention, okay? I want a little bit of that male gaze. And then like 5 million men could give me attention, and I would literally sit there and be like, no man has given me attention in 50,000 years. And the reason is because that...
She's a runner, she's a track star.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was the reason. My bad.
I really just want one specific man's attention. Like there's just one man I have in mind, and if that man isn't giving me attention, then every single man in the entire world could give me attention, and I would still be like,
you stupid.
I'm really curious if anyone else in LA feels like you have a social life, you have friends, but you really just feel so lonely, like all the time.
So dating is hard.
Baby girl, we can tell.
Shots fired!
I have a couple, thoughts as to why, but let's hear it.
And no surprise to most of us. The guy I went out with, and then my car got locked in a garage, then ghosted me. I can understand not wanting to go back out with me, but at least have the decency to tell me. Nope, just nothing else.
Nope.
How about no?
I don't think men should have the decency, because now men are giving you the same medicine you've been giving men.
Shots fired!
If you want to ghost her, dude. Women have been ghosting men for so long that it's like, cool, whatever.
So I just got back on the apps because I'm bored and, give it a try. A man sent me an address. Not a message, just as like the intro, an address.
My man said, pull up. That's a bold one. That's a real bold one.
The other day, a man looked me in the face and said, Aubrey, why are there so many single women like you in their 30s who complain about how awful it is to date, how bad the modern day dating pool is? Because I'm a man, I'm single in my 30s, I have no kids, and I have so many options out here. You guys just have to, pick better men. And then he said something along the lines of relationships being a walk in the park or something like that. And I'm over here like, what park are you walking through? Because I'm trekking through Jurassic Park with a machete. I'm glad that you're strolling through Central Park.
It's because you're all going for the same men. Remember, ladies, if he's good enough for you, he's good enough for a few. Shibin and I should have bought a Honda, put it on a t-shirt. It's funny, all these ladies are going for the same men, but they don't even realize it. I'm going trudging through Jurassic Park with a machete. No, you're not.
You're a liar!
You're not doing that. You're nexting all the men that aren't Chad. 6 foot, 6 pack, 6 inches, 6 figures. You're nexting all of these men. All the men that you don't qualify for are the men that you want. Think of how delusional a man would be if he's like, I only want baddies. I only want 10s. LA 10s is all I want. Like, bro, you're not on that level. We would call him delusional. Ladies, y'all are delusional. You're going for men that you simply do not qualify for. Life is a mirror, not a window. You attract what you are. If you're not attracting that level of man, newsflash, you're not that level.
Shots fired!
Enjoying the scenery, but women are out here fighting for our lives. Hey, in theory, I agree with you. Women should pick better men. But you want to know what that would require? That would require men to, be better. But I'm so glad that you're having a great time dating. I fear it's because you are in fact delusional, but hey, go off, king.
It's wild.
I love it. Just no accountability, no self-reflection, and to say, you always got to remember, chat, you are the common denominator. Lord have mercy, Levi words.
You stupid.
You are the common denominator in all of your life. And like everything that happens in your life, all the life choices, all the consequences, everything that happens to you, you're the common denominator. So if you want to change something, you should change yourself. I know it's a crazy concept to think that, you are the common thing in all of your problems. So go change yourself and maybe some things will change in your life.
Guys approaching you like they're scared. Like they need a signal. And back in the olden days, the Jane Austen era, women would drop a handkerchief because a woman could never go up to a man because like sexism. So a woman would drop her handkerchief on the ground, like in front of a guy, and then he would pick it up and then he would approach her. That handkerchief in the old days is a smile in 2023. Okay?
let's be honest, sometimes
I love it. Most women have RBF and they don't even want to smile at you though. They won't even look at you. They won't even give you a double take.
single can really suck. And I know I advocate being single a lot on this, and I do believe it. I think being single has a lot of benefits.
You're a
But I
liar.
also want to be real and acknowledge the fact that some days it
doesn't feel great. And I think when I have those moments, especially when I'm feeling down about being single, one thing that really helps me is I remind myself that the universe has a plan for me.
Shut up!
The universe has a plan for you. Yikes, dude. Imagine going into bankruptcy and be like, the universe just has a plan for me. Is that what we're calling it?
I think there are so many women in this sort of situation who end up single in their 30s who are amazing.
You're a liar!
And they don't seem to be meeting the right, well, you know, a
Or
guy
anyone.
that matches up to their level. But I think there's something.
That's where I have a problem with it. You ladies overinflate your sense of self. You think you're 8, 9s, and 10s when you're 5 and 6s at best.
Shots fired!
You're a shiny nickel on your best of days. You're not her. That's why you're alone in your 30s. If you were her, you would have got scooped up like Tostitos. Tostitos scoops, you would have got scooped up. Frito-Lay, you would have got scooped up. But you didn't. What is it? Who sells the scoops? Is it Tostino? Who is it? Or is that? God, I'm dumb.
You stupid.
Something to be said about the fact that when you are in your 30s and you have your own success and you've built your own life and you're independent, you don't need someone. So they have to be really, really special for you to want to actually invest your time in them.
Well, it doesn't make...
I love it. I love it. They've got to be really, really special, and they have to be awesome, and they have to be Timothy Chalamet or him Duncan or, you know, him Carey or, you know, him the Toolman. Like, ladies, most of y'all are average. There's more average people in this world than exceptional. Most of these ladies, though, they think they're exceptional. That's why they never get a man.
So self-aware that when he looks at you,
one can only guess where...
Oh, I think I've seen this clip. Let's keep it pushed.
Are there any other single people in their 30s or 40s who think...
Bro, what is this makeup? Is this the crying makeup?
Shots fired!
Why does it look like somebody just like gave you a 2-piece and a biscuit in your eyelids?
they may have singled too hard? Like the thought of somebody else living and being in this space with me, it's not it. Or people say that you are too picky or you have high standards. Why shouldn't I? Why shouldn't I? So if we have...
Because you look like one of the ants from A Bug's Life.
Shots fired!
That's why.
Indeed singled too hard. What do we do now? What do we do now?
Singled too hard. Translation.
She's a runner, she's a track star.
Singled too hard. What do we do now? What is it that we do? Oh my god, I'm lost. I don't know what to do. You shouldn't have got your back blown out by a bunch of random dudes. You should have prioritized a relationship instead of the streets. It's crazy work, brother. It's crazy work. Ain't that right, Loki? I've fallen at work and been injured. Oh, wait. I should call my lawyer.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan.
Hey, John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. It's Levi Nichs of YouTube. Can I get some cash, please?
Morgan & 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 Morgan.
Did you know that your injury could be worth millions of dollars? Morgan & Morgan is the largest injury law firm in America, and they've recovered over $20 billion for their clients. $20 billion? That's a lot of cash. The insurance companies tried to lowball me, but Morgan & Morgan was able to take my pain and suffering and turn it into cold, hard cash. It's almost a good thing I was injured. But wait. How much is Morgan & Morgan gonna cost me? You never owe them legal fees unless they're successful. So it's completely free unless you win? Yeah. Hiring a lawyer? That sounds like really difficult. It's actually super easy. You can just go to their website, and in a couple clicks, you can find out if you have a case. And you can literally do it from your smartphone. And remember, there is only one Morgan & Morgan. Wait, but it's two names though. How is it? Give me the script. Oh, both their last names. Okay, I get it. Okay, roll it. You can start your claim today by going to forthepeople.com/Levi, found in the description below. So if you're injured, you can trust Morgan & Morgan. Y'all know what time it is. Can we get some freeze in the chat, poor flavor? Loki. Free? That's a good boy. Good old boy. Got his little scarf on. Chat, let me know in the comments how many of you guys keep coming back day after day just for Lokes. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. But I've seen so many comments that are like, I'm only here for Loki. I'm curious. Let me know in the comments how many of you guys here are just here for the pup and not my ugly mug. Because I know I'm not much to look at. I know that forehead, if you look at it too hard, it's like a crystal ball. I can see your future. People say my forehead's so big, it looks like I always have a lot on my mind. You know, it's crazy work. You guys be straight roasting me sometimes. My friends be hopping on it too. Brutal. Sometimes I cry at night. So I feel really sad. But then I realize I can't do anything about it. This forehead's not going anywhere, brother. It's not.
These are things I find incredibly chic. The first one is never having had a boyfriend ever. It's giving so chic, just being a chronically single girl. Another thing that's incredibly chic is not having had your first kiss. Like, okay, honestly the most chic thing there is. Lastly, I think being a hopeless romantic is incredibly chic. If you relate to any of this, just remember you are chic.
What in the chic is that?
So I frequently get the comment, "You're so pretty, why are you single?" Pretty and relationships don't correlate. If I tried to invest in a relationship with every single person in my DM, it would be a whole bunch of wasted time, because guess what? Most people in my DMs don't actually want a relationship. They're just commenting on the way I look, which, okay, that's fine, but it's just like, I'm trying to tell you guys, it don't correlate into relationships, okay? It don't. All right.
It's because women are marketers and men are salesmen. If you're marketing 304 activity,
She's a runner, she's a track star.
these guys just want to realign some spinach. They don't want to be in a relationship with you, boo-boo.
Thank you.
Dating in 2025 as a woman. So majority of women will have a better experience having multiple men and being a hoe in 2025 than having one man. This is unfortunate because of the quality of men. Men are not able to step up to the plate anymore. They're all becoming feminine. They're all using too many apps. And they've all forgotten how to take care of a female. So if you feel that you can make more money dating, then I would definitely go and date.
I love how it's all about money, and she doesn't even realize how shallow she's making herself sound. If you can make more money dating, then like what? Since when did relationships become anything more than about a common bond with someone and having love? Like, we have truly lost our way when women like this with fake lips are advocating for being in the streets. She has been done so dirty time and time again that now she wants every other woman to be right in the same bucket as her. It's sad.
But I would say majority of women, they should just be a hoe for 2025. Because let's be honest.
The majority? No. The opposite of that.
When you actually give someone a chance on an app, a platform, the quality is just not there. It's not there anymore, ladies.
Well, you got to remember, honey, that low prices attract a lot of customers. And if a lot of guys are into you, and you've had a lot of casual dates, that means they think you're easy. Most women that hold themselves to a high regard are quaint, uplifting, elegant, empathetic, nurturing, natural. Most men know, hey, that's a lot of upkeep. That's a woman with high morals, high ethics. I might not want to just try to blow her back out. But with you, it looks like they was real comfortable coming at you that way.
Until it changes or there's some type of movement in men that they want to be a provider or someone that spends and takes care of you, then don't even waste your time. You're better.
I think there's a lot of men that want to be this, but the problem is we don't get women who are virgins. We don't get women who are virtuous. We don't get women who are fit, feminine, friendly, cooperative, submissive, have no children. We don't get any of that. We get women that are runners.
She's a runner, she's a track star.
So yeah, I wouldn't say be chivalrous to a woman that's had her back blown out. It's not a good idea.
Off literally just being alone.
Amazing, isn't it?
That's crazy work, bro. Diabolicles. I bet that's her. Look some of the comments. Here we go. Let's see what some of the comments say. I wholeheartedly agree. I'm going to change my hair soon, take professional pics, and get started. Time is money. I've been saying this. This is the only way to go. If you ain't about the money, then what are you doing with him? And look at the way this girl looks. Lord have mercy.
Big bag.
Yeah, that's true. Dating apps used to be great in 2018 before things, but things have changed since COVID. I used to be big on dating apps, but now don't do that. Be a SB. I recommend. Like, goodness gracious, bro. That is crazy work. Advocating the 304 activities is nutty, brother.
30s is the ghetto. The ghetto, like it's extremely ghetto. So if it's already ghetto, don't add extra stress on top of that. And men who don't know what they want, they don't show you, they don't reciprocate your energy, you don't spend time with them, you don't really talk to them. There's just no real effort, bare minimum. You have to cut that shit off. If you're happy.
Oh, have you ever thought that maybe that's what you deserve? It's the bare minimum?
With that, then that's fine. But
that's what your grandma put up with, and look at her. She got a man and she was happy.
The man who wants you in his life, wants to build with you, wants to spend time with you. He may be extremely busy or extremely got other things, has got other things to do, but he will make it known, look, I want you in my life. I want to build with you. I think you're special. I think you're important. He will let that be known. So if you're confused, cut that shit off. What's all
the entitlement. You're special. You're just amazing. I know I don't know anything about you, but you're really special. How is he supposed to think you're special when he doesn't even know you? Which means you're relying on your looks. Which means that you're saying right now and projecting that the only thing you have to offer is your looks. Shots fired! Which tells me you're shallow. That behind the curtains of your superficiality and your aesthetic, there's nothing there. It's barren.
Yagger about, especially if you've already voiced it and there's still no improvement. Girl, that's gotta go. Absolutely not.
Never having been in a relationship, chronic singleness should be studied because it does something to your brain. It messes with your brain. Never having been picked, never having been wanted, never having been desired, as you go through all of these years, 27 years for me, 27 years of wanting connection and trying really hard for it and not getting it. And that chronic singleness is something that wasn't talked about when I was younger. And I'm so
I almost biggity bet you she's just shooting out of her league, dude.
Grateful we're talking about it now. And then you're gaslit by people in a society that tell you that you shouldn't care about it, that if you want it, there's something wrong with you. At the same time telling you should be wanting it because all the books, all the movies, everything is talked about is romantic love and what it is like and what it feels like and that you should want it. And so when you seek after it and you never get it, it messes with your brain.
I mean, number one, grow your hair out. That will help look a little bit more feminine. I'll be honest, I hate to say it, but it looks like she's swinging for the other team. If I saw her out in the streets, I'd be like, where her girlfriend at? You know what I mean? It looks like she's swinging for the other team, bro.
Tired of dating and you're tired of being on the online dating apps and you're like, where's my person? I'm tired. You need to ask yourself, what is the alternative? The alternative would be you could get back with an ex that you're not stoked about. You could settle. You could be with somebody who doesn't value you. You could be with somebody who doesn't consider your feelings. You could be with a low effort man, or you could continue to know your worth and raise that bar, baby girl, because you're the one holding it. Yeah. And have faith knowing that everything is working out for you.
But I love the willy-nilliness of these grown women being like, just have faith. Just have faith. Just believe. Baby girl, this is not a Disney movie. Shots fired! You can't just believe that things are going to happen. You want a real relationship, you got to work. Just like you want a good career, you got to work. You can't just have faith certain things in your life. Do you get in your car when you're driving to work and just have faith that you're going to get there? No. You follow the route. You drive correctly. You follow the speed limit. You stop when to stop. You go when to go. Come on. Are we serious? Have faith that your person's just going to find you at Trader Joe's while you're shopping for cucumbers and shaved almonds. The love of your life isn't going to find you next to the celery, okay? When you're looking for dried apricots. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. If men are going to the grocery store or going out and about by themselves, more than likely they want to be left alone. Get on the dating apps. That's what they're for. Or if you don't like that, go to church. Go to a singles event. Frequent a coffee shop. Go somewhere where you can see other eligible people. Move to a bigger city. Go visit a bigger city. You know what I mean? And then the other thing is, it's funny that she said settle down. When us men, we do that all the time. No girl, in chat, put a 1 in the chat if you agree. No woman would sleep with a guy that thinks he's way below her. More than likely, she's sleeping with him because she thinks, oh, he's better than me. That's why you're letting him hit. And And I bet most women wouldn't admit that they're letting guys below them hit, which means guys always date down, which means that we as men are the only true romantics. We date down, women date up. So every time a girl starts talking about her ex, remember, he hit, and at one point in time, she thought he was better than her. I'm just saying, don't shoot the messenger here. I don't make the rules, just enforce them. You know what I'm talking about, Lokes? Do you agree or do you disagree? He's like, sorry, I was kind of asleep there. To the very end, my scarf's kind of kerfuffled. But, you know, he's like, I agree with you, Dad. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one, man. Peace.